Good evening, everybody, and welcome. As always, I'm just going to give it a moment and allow some people to show up live. About 65 of you, thank you, registered to watch this event, and there's a couple of people right there. So, as I was just saying, I'm just going to give it just a few minutes here for some people who did register to show up. But I do promise you, folks, if you are listening right now, this is going to be an excellent conversation. Um, I can feel it right now. My frequencies are going in my ear, so my channels are open, and we will definitely have a good message tonight. But more importantly, this is going to be about getting you to really understand your intuitive abilities. So, if you would just allow me a moment just to sit here and quiet while some of you show up, and then we will absolutely jump right into this. And just to say right now, I see somebody type something. I wear glasses to read, and I can't see. If you're typing something on the screen right now, I don't have my glasses on, unfortunately, right now. So I can't see what you're saying. I just see blurry white letters on the screen. And if there is a message you would like to communicate with me, if there's something you'd like to talk about, share, express, uh, wonder about, you are always more than welcome to send me a private message. I respond to every single one of you. So again, just going to take a second and just sit for a moment and just kind of let my energy calm down a minute here in the cottage, and we will kick right into this conversation, and we will definitely do some channeling this evening. They are ready. Okay, so they are ready. They are ready. You are ready. Okay, folks. So here, I want to start off by first talking about your own intuitive abilities. You know, you hear about ESP, you hear about clairvoyance, clairaudience, mind readers, intuitive readers, psychics, and all of these things. And believe it or not, you have access to, I should say, access to these abilities. And some of you already have these abilities and you aren't even aware of them. As I mentioned in a video the other day I made, there are times in your life where you will start thinking of a person, and then all of a sudden you'll go outside and turn a corner and boom, there they are. And we refer to this as the power of suggestions. There are times you can be having a conversation with a group of people and you can say Apple Jacks, and somebody can say, oh my goodness, I was just thinking of that. That is not coincidences. That is you receiving, feeling that thought. And same thing happens vice versa. You have deja vu, where you all of a sudden are in an experience that you absolutely know is something you have experienced before, and it's because your conscious awareness is connecting with the path and everything is merging together. So all of these things lead into your intuitive abilities. Just like when you meet somebody and you sit and talk with them and you look into your eyes and you're like, something not right about this person. Or you look at them and you go, oh my God, they have just the most beautiful soul behind the eyes. So these are all extrasensory perceptions. These are all ways for you to really kind of connect with your higher awareness. For me, my personal strongest, one of my strongest abilities is channeling, is literally intuitive channeling and spiritual channeling. And as I'm saying this, the frequency, it's clairaudience, and it's hearing the frequencies, and then inside I translate what the message is within my capacity. And that's what I want to talk about first. So I want to tell you a few things to watch out for when you are connecting with and listening to psychics and people like this. Sometimes when I'm having a session with somebody, intuitive channeling, and I'm talking to them, I'll kind of start getting an image or something will start coming to my mind. And sometimes I don't say it because it's so specific. It's so specific that I just don't think it's right. And then I'll say, does sugar muffin mean anything to you? And they're like, oh my God, that's what my grandmother called me. And then things kind of make sense. But my point is, when you sit down and you deal with a psychic and they're doing a reading and they're talking to you and everything is resonating positively with you, but there are not exact specifics. You know, when it's you really want to start watching your money in your business and someone close to you is doing something deceptive, you know, they don't tell you like what the lotto numbers were, or when you go to a psychic or a channel and they are connecting with an energy of a past relative, nobody is sitting there saying the combination to the safety deposit box is 2971, or hey, Uncle Benny says, remember when I used to spin pizzas over the counter and throw them at you? This is somebody who is scamming you and pulling the wool over your eyes. You also cannot channel information that exceeds your own education or information within. Example, if I am channeling Einstein just for conversation's sake, and he is explaining a scientific formula to me, I can't sit here and explain that formula. But what I would do is I would understand the message, I could see the message, and in my own words, within my own limited capacity of understanding, I can relay that. So another thing to watch out for is when they're very specific. Oh, I was channeling the Pleiadian aliens last night, and they took me to this temple, and they said, this is Göbekli Tepe. If you've never heard of Göbekli Tepe, there's no way you can translate that information like that, okay? So now, as far as you, intuitive channeling, your intuition. If I'm sitting with you and having a conversation with you, if we're online, just like this, I could do it online and I can do it in person and I could do it on the phone with you. If I'm talking to you and I'm connecting with you, just as when we're in front of each other, we project an electromagnetic field, we project our intentions, our fears, our joys. I feel these. I receive these. I could see behind the eyes very clearly, and I receive and connect with your frequency. And I can start telling you, this is what's going on in your life. There are people who are doing these. All of a sudden, I'll start saying things, and you're like, oh my God, how is this even possible? How can you do this? And I can actually even send you energy of relaxation, energy of awareness, comforting, all of those things. And I do this with people all of the time. And this is because I believe in my own abilities, and I've connected with that part of myself beyond the human mind. Now when you get the chills, when you're in your house and all of a sudden you get the chills and you think, oh, maybe there's a ghost in there. You could very well be receiving and feeling an energy that is around you. When you're in your home or around a group of people and you start having thoughts that my ear is screaming right now, there is definitely some messages for us tonight to come through. It is just pushing through, and as I'm talking to you, I'm kind of doing everything I can to not let it distract me, just so you know, but it's like, my ear is screaming. So when you're talking to people, here's what I want you to start to become aware of. When you look at somebody in their eyes, start to really feel and sense what you're seeing actually beyond the surface. When you're talking to somebody, feel what thoughts are coming into your mind. And when you have thoughts where you're like, why am I thinking this? This isn't my thoughts. I don't usually feel this way. You're most likely picking up the energy of someone around you. Like when you talk to somebody and you look at them and you say, you okay? Is something wrong? You could feel that. Or you look at somebody and say, oh, what's going on? Something exciting happened? You can feel that energy. So you have these abilities, as far as somebody holding up a card that you can't see and on the other side is a star and you going, there's a star. Uri Geller has been called out as a fraud many times. So things like that, that's where we start to get into an area where a lot of manipulation and deceit has been publicly put out there, and people really don't understand the true sense of their abilities. Now, if you start to spend more time within yourself, meditating, going within, going beyond the thought, and all of those things that I talk about all the time, going beyond the pain, understanding forgiveness, disconnecting from social media a bit and the things that do not serve you with light, you start to raise your vibrational state. You start to feel and sense more of your divine awareness and abilities. And as you spend that time doing that, you will start to realize, wow, I have a very, really strong visual intuitive ability. When I think about someone or I start closing my eyes and meditate, I can visually see, there's clairvoyance, there's clairaudience. There are so many aspects of this, but I told you, all of these things that we call chakras They are sensors, whether it's your third eye, your throat, your heart, your stomach. You know when there's fear, you can feel that. When there's excitement, you can feel that. You know all these things. When something is making you nervous, you can feel that pressure in your throat where it's like you swallow it. So all of these things are sensors alerting you to the emotional state that you are feeling, to the energy you are receiving, to the thoughts you are having, receiving, and projecting. And this all enables you to really connect with people beyond your imagination. And many of you right now, many of you have these abilities, and you know you have. And you half the time you're afraid to say anything because you think your family members or friends are going to think you're crazy. You second guess yourself all the time. Think of that. You second guess. Listen to me. You second guess and self doubt yourself all the time. Not only because of fear and trauma and low self worth, but because your ego, this exterior identity you make, you identify more with the version of you created by the exterior world. I'm going to say that one more time. You identify and believe in the version of you that has been created by the exterior world more than you believe in that internal guidance, knowing, and wisdom you are feeling within. And all of this plays into your extrasensory building and ideas and concepts and abilities and powers. So, you yourself, when you sit at home and sit in silence and you're thinking of someone or you're doing this, just start to become aware where you feel it the strongest. As I mentioned, it could be visually, you can feel it, you can hear it. It's clairaudience completely. So I'm not going to ignore this right now. So here's exactly what I do when I open myself up to channel. First off, when I'm opening myself up to channel, and right now it's obviously not an intuitive channeling. This is absolutely going to be spiritual channeling. I'm not connecting with any one of you specifically, but I guarantee you some of this that I'm hearing and feeling is directed and for some of you. So the first thing I do is I always protect my energy when I'm opening myself up. I will literally sit. I am opening myself up to receive from the highest awareness, the divine source, the ethereal realm. All beings and energy of love, unity, kindness, equality, and freedom. I close myself off completely to all deceit, darkness, betrayal, and manipulation, as I am a vessel of light. If there are any beings, any messages, any spirits that would like to deliver a message right now, would like humanity, a person, anyone to hear something specific, I am open to receive. And as I'm sitting here with you right now, I can hear the frequencies. And I'm not even asking for anyone or anything specifically. And right now, off the bat, something wants someone watching to know that they really do love them and they miss them. And this isn't, I'm not being cheeky or hokey. I could just feel this overwhelming amount of please let them know that I love them and I miss them and I am so sorry for the way things ended. So if that belongs to one of you, you know who that is. But what I would like to do myself right now, what I would personally like to do is open myself up to the realms of higher awareness. I would like to receive words, insight, and wisdom that I can share with my friends to help them guide them on their path. And as I sit, I can always feel we are always here with you. We are always communicating with you. We are always trying to comfort you and guide you into the direction of light. You all so strongly focus on the darkness of your life that you miss the beauty before you. If you let go of the concept of thought, let go of your version of society, and begin to look at the nature around you, you will connect with something inside you that will bond with a part of you beyond consciousness. I could see trees right now. I could see grass. I can see fields. I could see myself standing, focusing on beauty. I feel completely dizzy and lightheaded right now. Every message coming through right now is showing me green trees and blue skies. You all stand on a world that is dying, crying, suffocating, decaying beneath your feet. Yet you focus on all the issues that a man made. Issues that are created to distract you from the truth that your world is dying, you are dividing, and you have no equality and balance within yourself because you are all completely lost. Clinging and grasping to hope, praying for something that is not there because you don't even realize you are a part of us and everything there is and always will be. If you let go of the fear, you will feel the clarity inside. You are guided by your highest awareness always. It is only the mind created by this world, by your family, your parents, your friends, that has led you to believe you are the reflection you see. I see and feel nothingness in front of me. And it's telling me we are that stillness, that beautiful awareness of nothingness. We constantly perceive that something has to be there. Something has to be. There always has to be something when there is nothing and no thing. And the nothingness is truly what lasts forever. I can feel stillness. And I can feel peace. And if every single one of you can begin to believe what you already know within, your world will change immediately. Immediately. If every single human today, at this moment, stopped waiting, hoping, and expecting for the exterior world to change them, heal them, and lift them, if they just believe that all of that is already inside of them, and if they all believe that they are hearing and feeling and receiving these divine messages as you are right now, then your world would change immediately, because you would know you are not here to destroy, dominate, divide, and conquer. You are not here to suffocate, strip, murder. You are not here to slaughter. We are here so this planet can grow and nurture and go on for years and years, and we can experience versions of life beyond human ability, human consciousness, beyond flesh and bone. And you have no idea that all of this is here for you now. But you worship money. You worship material objects. You honor dead animals on plates more than you do the light inside of you. Lost, broken, betrayed, and still inside you, you know it is time to stand and walk towards the light before you. You face the darkness and pain and trauma behind you. You travel to it constantly in your mind, and still you will hear a message like this right now, telling you that this is your moment. There is no tomorrow. There is no yesterday. You wake up every single day to a new day. Forget your calendar and clocks. Every day you have an opportunity to be who you came here to be, to assist in the collective as you came here to choose and want. My friends, everything I can see before me right now is fire, is mayhem and chaos. I can't even express to you how important it is for us all to put aside these trivial concepts of man, of religion, of government, of politics, of faith, race, sex, and gender, and realize that every single one of us is that divine awareness, the one true source. It doesn't matter how many lives you've had, how many realities there are, they all exist within the one. And all we are, all we cling on to right now is just an illusion. We are a thought, a hope, a dream, an imagination in the mind of the source, of God, the cosmos, the simulation, whatever you choose to call it. It is who we are. We are only here to experience this type of a life temporarily and move on to something else. We've been all there is, from maggot to human, from dolphin to fish, from bird to tree, from planet to star. You have been all, and you are all. All exist within, because there is only one. Let go of what man has done to you. Let go of what man has done to your world and make the changes that have been screaming inside of you. Get up. Rise. Because what you are waiting for, who you are waiting for, is inside of you. And only you will make the changes you need to happen in your life. I'm going to disconnect myself. I'm going to bring myself back to my awareness fully. I can sit here and do this all day long. The messages are infinitesimal and never ending. I wrote them in the book that is available for all of you to read for free right now by clicking that link. And every single day, this is all I do. I just hear this, see this, write this, record this, film this. And it's all I can do. I can only speak the words the way I feel and receive them. But as they resonate with you, when you hear them and you watch them and you go, oh my God, he's right, I knew it, I feel this, then take that moment of inspiration and run with it. Let it motivate you to make the changes. My friends, our world is dying. And you have an ability inside you that lets you know what people to connect with, what people to avoid. You have abilities inside you that let you know how to connect with the earth beneath your feet and feel the vibrations traveling through time and space. You have abilities inside you that let you feel, hear, and sense your loved one who have moved on. You have all of these. Stop believing you are human. It's a word. It's a word. It is a language we have assembled to identify and label the things we see before us. Chair, lamp, floor, wall, ceiling. They are words. Words. None of them mean anything beyond those words. Beyond all of that pain, beyond all of that thought, you have this infinite knowledge, this infinite knowing. It doesn't have a voice. It doesn't have a language. It doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a religion. It's just there. When you ask, am I going to ba, ba, ba? The answer is there. Should I do this or should I do that? The answer is there. Are they good for me or are they bad for me? The answer and knowing is there. It is only this world we open our eyes into that has tricked you into believing this is all there is, and this is all you're worth, and this is your purpose for being here. It is not. You are a celestial, ethereal, energetic being, an awareness, a formless, faceless, voiceless being of energy that is embodying a vessel. This is a tool, an organic vessel, vehicle to experience the planet in which it was created on. You are the energy driving this organic vessel that can feel this reality, that can see, taste, and touch and hear in this reality. And you take all of this information and you send it and you receive. And just right now, as my ear is screaming, I am receiving this. You think these words come from me? I barely have a high school education. I don't read books. I'm not loaded with encyclopedias worth of information. I don't read yogi books and guru books and books of prophets. I sit in silence. I have observed my entire life. The moment I had clarity as a child, realizing I am here, my first thoughts were, why am I here? How did I get here? What am I doing here? Since 3, 4. And this has been the life I have lived since then. As a child, intuitive abilities. As a child, they would say to me, what do you want to do when you grow up? And aside from being a musician and being an actor and all those, being a policeman and a fireman, my thing I have said my entire life, I want to talk to every single person on the planet. I had no idea the internet would be here. I was born in 1968. I've known since I'm a child what my wife would look like, where I would live, and it is always that internal guidance, that clairvoyant, that clairaudient, that extrasensory. You see what I mean here? These are labels. These are words to describe divine abilities because you are a divine being. And I have always let that guidance, that knowing, I shouldn't say always, I've always gone back to it. I've tried to listen to it as best I can. I've made mistakes. I've fallen. I've been hurt. I've lied. I've cheated. I've stolen. I've done all of these things. And I've learned. And I've been betrayed and broken and beaten down and abused, belittled and demeaned just as you. But again, don't worry about these labels anymore. You transcend them. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions, the actions and events and experiences. You are that awareness, that energy that you feel and see and sense in and around you. That's what you truly are. And you are operating this vehicle like a puppet inside and out. You are sending your thoughts back to the one mind. The one mind, the universe communicates with you. It loves you, loves you, loves you. Shit. I said I'd close myself off before, but it's not letting me. I cannot let that happen. They must know that regardless of how much they think they're alone, how afraid of tomorrow they are, that I am always there with them. They are me, I am them, they are you. And I love them all so much. If they can let go of that and feel this right now, they will know that they are the one. I mean, I can't even tell you right now how I can just feel so much love and gratitude for all you have experienced and endured because you believe that these events are you so deeply. You believe and identify with your hurt and pain so deeply that I wish I can just stick my hand through the phone and let you know that it's not. And it's not your fault. You are forgiven and you can forgive. And you are loved because you are love. My friends, I promise these are not the words of this body and vessel you see. It is not. the person I am, the human that I am, is not some great being in person. I have my faults and flaws, and I fail and I get up, but there is something inside of us, something around us, something we exist in that is just everything we have been looking for. And my life, my whole life, I have tried to find it in everything and anything in this world. And the only place I ever found it was here, deep inside. When you close your eyes and disconnect and let go, and you fall so far inside that there is no more thought, nothing to think about, you find that you're home. And this place is just a place of gratitude to be able to create. Do you realize how lonely and how long we had to be this nothingness in order to create? How long and how hard it has been for us to get to this point, to stand on this planet together. We have been through so much, lifetimes together, lifetimes, that we have an opportunity right now. We have an opportunity right now to forget everything we ever thought was true and finally let that love inside be something we feel for ourselves and give and share to every person around us. Just let go, and you will find out that there are no intuitive abilities, and there are, because there's nothing. We've put so much faith and hope into this physical reality that just like in your mind, you can create and see a flower, a tree, a bee. You can remember your grandparents and your friends and your mother and father, just as you can see them and feel their face. None of that exists because it's the same thing. What we believe is real here is just a thought in the mind of one. And that's who we really are. Every day you have these abilities and senses and sensors going off in and around you. It's time to listen, my friends. You are not a human, and you are insanely powerful, and you can control the reality in which you exist in. You have the power to project into the collective what is needed. And I've said this before, and I don't really think many people really understand it. Without you, none of this would exist. If you weren't here breathing in this world and reality right now, would this reality be here? You have no idea how important you are. You are an intricate piece of the puzzle, an individual awareness that makes up the whole of the one. So, my friends, please believe in yourself, listen to yourself, love yourself, trust, and have faith in yourself. Inside you, I tell you where to go every day, and I will be here with you every day. As alone as you think you are, there is a stranger who is here to listen to you, connect with you. I will be that shoulder, and I will walk with you as best I can from here. You are not alone. You are not alone. I promise you. so much. There's so many things that want to say something. They miss you, they love you, they forgive you. They so wish you could hear them. My sweet, sweet, sweet darling. Who's that? Who's my sweet darling? Hold on. This is the last thing I'm going to do tonight, okay? My sweet darling, I miss you so much. We will have our moment together. But right now, you have to go on and just be and live. Let go of me. Live, be happy, and be free. I'll be here waiting for you. I can't do this right now. I can't. That's way too heavy. That's way too heavy. So whoever my sweet darling is, they're waiting for you. And they'll always be there. But you need to let go and just live. All right, my friends. All right, that's enough of that. I hope to hear from you soon, my friends. And I'll make sure this video is up on the YouTube channel tomorrow, as all the TikTok lives are. And I'll see you guys Monday night, 8 o'clock, right? 8 p.m. here. And if you're interested, I don't know if you're on Instagram. I do Instagram Live every Sunday. But you know what I'll try? At 11 a.m., sorry. 11 a.m. What I'll try and do this Sunday is I'll see if I could set up 2 cameras. And maybe I could do my Instagram Live on TikTok at the same time. Please believe in yourself. Please. The quicker you do, the better we make this world good. And I don't know about you, but I got a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old that need a home to live on. And I'd like to see my grandchildren have a viable planet. And I would like us to be here long enough in order to create digital transcendence, to transfer our consciousness, because we have so many amazing things before us. So, my friends, as always, namaste and God bless. I'll see you soon, everybody. Take care.